What's up, sports bettors? I have an NFL bet for you, and this isn't no preseason BS. This is a real NFL bet for week one. So I'm looking at the Jaguars-Commanders game, and I'll share my bet with you here in a sec. But we've said this tons of times, right? You never know when sportsbooks are going to slip up, and there's going to be great betting opportunities. You can't just look and expect to make money betting on the NFL if you're placing bets 5 minutes before the 1 p.m. games start on Sunday. That's not how you make money. You constantly have to be looking for profitable betting opportunities. It's kind of like if you're an investor, right? Sometimes there's not as many good things you want to buy, you hold off. But sometimes, when it's time to go, you got to go, right? So you can see right here, for example, I bet the Orioles plus 143 on WinBet. If we go to the Orioles now, they're all the way down to plus 125. I can't bet them plus 143. So as a sports bettor, you're never winning every bet, and it's really taking advantage of these edges that you can find with OddsJam and capitalizing on as many as you can. So you can see the NFL bet, and this Cubs one, plus 185. I think I bet it plus 177 as well. So this one's looking pretty good. Looks like I have a positive cash out. So maybe the Cubs are winning, I hope. But we can see here, this is the bet I'm locking in with an edge for the NFL season in week one. Just the Jaguars money line, right? Lines are moving towards the Jaguars. They have been moving towards the Jaguars. And you can see this is a pretty big pricing discrepancy, right? DraftKings is all the way down at plus 125. There's actually an arbitrage bet between FanDuel and DraftKings. So by definition, we know one bet has to be mathematically profitable, right? You can't have the opportunity to bet on equal and opposite outcomes on two sports books and earn a risk-free profit, right? That's called arbitrage betting, and you can kind of see that in an arbitrage calculator. So we know one of these bets has to be good, and it's really just a matter of using all the info available in the betting market, right? Because every sportsbook has different odds, and identifying, which bet is mathematically profitable. And you can see right here, Bet Online's only giving you plus 130 on the Jags. They're all the way down at plus 130. So clearly, Jags plus 146 seems like a pretty big line discrepancy. Pinnacle's only giving us plus 139. So this is the bet we want to be on with a 2.66% profit margin. So I went ahead, I locked it in. As you can see on the screen, for $100, a smaller play for me. NFL's still a bit away. But, again, as a sports bettor, you constantly have to be looking for these good bets. You can see, just on WinBet alone, I think I have like 15 bets open for today. All these profitable bets, they arise at different points in the day. When we refresh OddsJam refreshes the odds throughout millions and millions of odds across sports books. And you really never know the sharp bets that are going to be out there, right? It really depends. Like right now, it looks like there's some value in soccer, right? This looks like a pretty big line discrepancy. Girona versus Celta Vigo, minus 136. DraftKings pricing this at minus 160. Looks like there's some value in the soccer bet, right? So always pretty fun to constantly look for good bets and beat the sports books. Bets with an edge, right? You're guaranteed to make money in the long run if your bets have an edge. So it's really just finding enough, placing enough, and putting in the time to be able to withstand variance. Like if we look at just like finish bets, you win some, you lose some, right? It's about the process. And just kind of, you got to stick with it, and you got to track your bets and just kind of, you see the profit for yourself, right? If you look every day, you're not going to win every day. But over the course of the long run, you're going to make money, which is why it's also, great to track your bets with the OddsJam Bet Tracker, which not only will grade your bets as wins and losses, but it will show you where you beat the closing line as well, which is very useful. So hopefully this video was helpful to you, and let's make some money.